Hello and welcome to another episode of Strange Origins podcast.
6 months down
No,
the
no,
line.
man, it's only been a week. What are you talking about? It's like everyone just had a fever dream.
It's just like one of those like psychedelics where everyone in the world had it.
Yeah, everyone had it at the same time.
It's just like, oh, by the way, it's something like the middle of the fucking year, like the
COVID didn't
worst year.
happen.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, is that deep?
What is it? Is that 90 what?
90.
Two?
What? Not 80.
Oh,
82.
80. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, fuck it. You're still psychedelics right now.
We never made it to the 100. We should have taken a break at the 100 mark.
That would have taken us like until next year to do it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, no, it would have been 20. Yeah, I guess, actually. Damn. Pump out two episodes a week, man.
Can you imagine? I'd actually lose brain cells like, if we did that.
Wow.
Oh, just from work and this at the same time.
We'd run out of things to talk about. To be fair,
Oh, no, I don't think we would.
you don't think?
No, because my work is like a spice for that type of stuff. I can just literally just like, oh, by the way, here's episode 1 of what's happening at work. It could just be like an EastEnders thing.
Yeah.
Where like, because it literally like something happens every day.
Serial drama.
Yeah, like, and then like it cuts off next to do. So like that's literally how it is at work.
But I guess to explain. Actually, no, fuck you. You don't need an explanation.
Exactly. We don't owe you nothing. Like,
we were gone for 6 months. We had to sort out schedules. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's been a ride, but
Roller
like,
coaster.
yeah, we are back. Hopefully, like more like regular. But
we will be back.
So how was your 6?
I mean, 6 months, yeah. Basically, month 1, yeah. It's mad, bro.
Dude, I don't even remember the first month. I just like when I got my new job, it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it's been 7 months since then. It doesn't.
I think
feel
it's
like
just because like. I think it's you're enjoying it. It means like
yeah, I am enjoying it. To be fair.
It doesn't feel like you are stressing out, but at the same time, it's like it's a different.
It's a good stress.
It's a good stress. Like even though it's a fucking headache of a stress.
I tell you what I want to talk about before is this fucking weather. I'm not gonna sound like a typical British person, but this weather's shit.
It's not bad. It's actually kind of hot outside.
No.
Kind of hot.
Today is.
Yeah, weirdly enough.
All right. For context, I've just got back from Mauritius. So 2.5 weeks, I was in Mauritius and it was 27 degrees average. Fucking great. You walk out in shorts, it's beautiful. I come back and it's like something has happened. There's been an ice age here. It's snowing. There's ice everywhere. Everything's dead outside. What the fuck happened? I don't understand.
Mine's like the complete opposite. Because I come back from Edinburgh and it's just like, oh, it's just
even fucking colder.
No, it's less colder.
It's not less colder, sure.
It's actually less colder.
You mean
in Edinburgh is mad.
Oh, you mean less colder? I thought you meant less colder in Edinburgh. I was like,
it's less colder here.
Yeah. No, I know that.
In Edinburgh, like literally like 3 stops on my way there, I was like, I can feel the chills in my bones. I can feel it. I was in the train.
That's when it's bad, when it goes down to your bones.
I felt it, man. Like I was like the old ex. Come back. I was like, oh, my arm. Yeah. Because I have like a little hairline crack here.
Fucking numb.
A hairline fracture, and I was like, yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, back to fucking memories.
I can feel again.
But yeah, I like to me it's the complete opposite. Yeah. But like for you, it must have just been. It was horrible for you. Yeah.
It was actually horrible. I actually, because so when I went to the Philippines and then I came back, I was way colder. I felt freezing. But this one wasn't too bad actually. I came back and I was like, you know what, I can deal with this. And then like the next couple of days, it got stupid. It was like -7, and I went cycling in that, right? I actually got ice on my mustache. I got icicles.
I think I had that when I was walking once.
Yeah,
that was it. I was like walking.
It was too much, and I was like, you know what? I'm not cycling, taking buses now, and that's also a fucking tragedy. But we'll get to that. And God. It was so cold. Now I think it's just started raining. So now it's gonna rain for the whole week, leading up to Christmas. It's just miserable. Like, you know when you're on the plane, right?
Yeah.
going out of London, you just go past this like blanket of grey, and you go past it, and you're like, yes, I'm out,
Yes.
I'm out. And
I
then
know,
you
and
and
then,
then
and
and then
then
when
when
you
you
come
come
back, you
back,
just see it coming
it's the
back
same
in
thing.
a grey blanket, and you're like, oh fuck.
It's like, oh yes, how the hell how hellstorm was fucking
Yeah,
is
you just
still here.
forget that
Like,
there's a blue sky above that.
yeah,
Like you actually just think your whole world is grey.
it's just British weather, man.
So
That's how it
I have
is.
it on authority, right? There's this I work with someone, she's from Poland, right?
Mm.
And she said it gets like -17 where she is in Poland, right?
Wow.
But she legitimately says, and she is being like sincere, that -7 or 8 or 10, whatever we get to over here, feels like -20 in Poland.
Really?
And she said it's something to do like, we're covered by like we're surrounded by ocean. We get a lot more wind. It's a lot more wetter here. Whereas in
Mm.
Poland, it's dry. So when it snows, it's a dry snow, like it's like powder snow. Whereas here, it's like a wet sludge snow, and it makes everything colder. And she was
Okay.
like, she was being genuine. She was like, it feels colder here, even though when you go in like Poland, it's like -20. And
I guess that
it's
kind of makes
weird.
sense because like
It does when you think about it.
yeah, because when you go like when you were in Mauritius, even though it was hot, because it was like it's
Yeah,
basically like a tiny like small island, like
yeah,
you're literally getting like like fresh air come out. It's just not. It
exactly.
doesn't feel as hot.
No, it's not unbearable.
So
Whereas
yeah,
like heat over here, we all know like 25 over here feels like 35.
yeah,
It's crap.
I know, horrid.
But
Yeah,
yeah, like
I guess it
apparently
kind of
it's the
makes
same way as
sense. Yeah,
it's the same way as the opposite. It's the same way with the cold.
yeah.
So when we are like English, like London, complaining and bitching about the weather, it's because it's fucking extremes here.
Hmm.
Like it's not great. Like people go, ah, -7. The fuck, man! It's like -15 here. Like it's like yeah, I know, but like
It's
it
a
feels
different type of
colder.
cold. Yeah,
Yeah, it's worse.
it's always it's like a crispier cold
It
because like
is. Like
because it's
you know
just
when you breathe and it
hmm.
hurts.
Oh yeah, fuck
Like
yeah, oh fuck yeah.
it must have been like that in Edinburgh, to be fair.
To be fair,
Chills your
it
lungs.
wasn't. It wasn't. It was mostly like waking up like out from when you wake up from
Mm,
like and you just get up from the bed
yeah,
and like you kind of like all right cool you get up and you walk like 2 steps like and
yeah.
you just kind of like stop and it's like oh my god it's actually fucking
Like I feel like
madness.
in Edinburgh you need to have slippers. Like if you don't
That
if you're walking around with barefoot, nah. Like
mm, or like at least a fluffy socks or something or
yeah,
any socks because like wow but yeah it's just it's a different type of cold though it's a nicer cold up there.
nicer
I don't know
cold.
why. Yeah, it's a nicer cold.
What does that mean? How is cold
Like
nice?
it's just like the air is just like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like here when I was walking to work in the morning,
Mm.
it's cold, but it feels like the air is like kind of like dusty and just nasty.
It does.
I'm sorry, but that's just how it is, man. I'm sorry, but like up there, because I don't know if it's because it's more open space.
Mm.
That like when you breathe in, it's like a nice intake of air.
Maybe. I mean, it could be like the grass is greener because like
Mm,
that kind of situation where you're in London all the time, and then when you get out of
maybe.
London, you're like, oh shit, this is just normal air. I mean, there's obviously pollution wherever you go. Like you're not gonna escape it in this world,
Oh yeah,
but like
but
it's probably just less, right?
yeah, that's why it was nice. I was like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah. Like
Here it's just like heavy.
I think people are under like a. This is like feeding into a different topic of like in
Mm,
Mauritius. Like people are under the impression that because like one of the first questions I got asked is like, oh, veg and fruit, are you having it like, proper organic and nice? It's like nah. Like a lot of these countries use pesticides and all that stuff. Like they have to because
mm,
there's worse pests in these countries than there are in our country, for
yeah.
instance. And like
Mm.
you're only gonna get like the proper like organic stuff in like you got rich basically the rich ones like
Oh, like
like you pay for premium to get that sort of stuff
expensive. Yeah, like what is it? There's like a place.
like Whole Foods or something.
Yeah, Whole Foods, something like that, or like there's like a one shop that you went past. Like I'll always go past, like in like middle of like Wimbledon.
Yeah, I mean
It's like Halliday's
oh, to
grocery or some shit like that.
be fair, those
It
places
looks
are rich.
expensive in there.
Yeah, those that I mean that is it's Wimbledon. It's a rich area,
I
like
was like, damn.
quite a rich area.
Hmm.
Like
So I was like,
I think like obviously like where the area I go to as well, like Barnes and stuff. That's really rich as well. And it's like grocers and stuff. They don't call them like supermarkets or anything. It's like grocers and
Yeah,
delis and stuff like that.
but
You know.
I like it though, because
Oh
like
no,
it's
it's
like,
beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, it's a different world to like what I'm seeing. Because when I first got going to like go to your work, obviously, because
Yeah.
like because my second job, but like going there, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It felt I was so out of place.
It does feel like it. Like it's different. Like I remember saying to the temporary chef that we got in our place, I was like, you can always tell how rich an area is by how many chicken shops there are.
Yeah,
Because
true.
like in my area, like where I work, there's not a single one.
No,
Nowhere.
I think
In
that
fact,
was
there's
like.
not. I don't think there's any fast food places anywhere where I work.
I mean, no, there's also like restaurants, right?
Yeah,
Like Japanese restaurants, stuff like that.
that's
But
all there is. There's no like
yeah,
McDonald's or anything like that. Like there's
no.
nothing like that.
That's what's like sus. That's like so make me so sus about that place. Like going to that place, I feel like I'm about to be chased out or something. It's crazy. I said to you in the beginning. That's how I literally felt.
They
Like,
won't chase you out because you're obviously a worker. You don't live there. You're a worker.
no, but like, I felt the stairs, man.
You clean their floors.
You go into the go into the Chinese shop, get some fucking
Exactly.
food.
You pick up their shit.
But it's nice. It's like it's a completely like different world to like what I'm seeing like,
Yeah.
every day here.
I mean, I would like
Which
to
is
live
like,
there or like, but
oh fuck, God.
it's
Expensive.
expensive. Yeah,
and shit.
I would have
Yeah.
to make like 6 figures.
Oof.
Because like
Imagine making that much every day, every year.
I can't even like comprehend making double what I earn now.
Yeah, no.
Like I don't know, man. You hear like these people like Elon Musk and stuff like that, and they talk about how much they earn, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking, I would never see that in my lifetime
No,
unless something like crazy happens, you know.
You just so you,
I don't know, find a cure for cancer or something.
you just trip on like a fucking like a thick ass diamond on the ground.
Yeah.
Like you know.
Or I
like,
win the lottery without even playing it.
Oh Jesus!
Like,
I
I just find a ticket. Yeah.
But
I mean, speaking of Elon Musk, like, have you heard his shit? Like,
him just like ranting and like.
well, he's talking about like
Twitter and shit.
this Neuralink thing where you know basically they put like a chip in your brain, and he said like I'll be the first one to get it. But then if you look at like the research and stuff, right, like 25% of the monkeys that he's put the chip into have just died. And he was like, "Oh yeah, it should be ready in the next year or two." I'm like, "Man, are you sure you want to get that?" I mean,
yeah, I swear. The more I hear about like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like his idea is like it's making like a really like futuristic world, right, where people like, get implants and stuff like that, right?
Can you actually explain? I don't know what it does. What is this chip meant to do?
I have no idea. I don't know. Honestly,
because in my eyes, all it is a vessel for someone to just hack your brain.
Yeah.
Or like, or a vessel for like capitalist society to start playing ads directly to your brain. And I'd rather not have that. I can barely do it with YouTube.
4.99 ads, this
dude. Fucking
ads.
YouTube is relentless. You watch one video and it's a 10-second clip and it's 10 fucking ads on it.
Yeah, that's what you get. I'm never gonna say that's what you get. A specific type of extensions.
So, you know, if you don't have that specific type, all right, I'll tell you a little secret. Because I know we don't have that many listeners, so it's fine. Right? You back out of the video and go back into the video, and you keep doing it until there's no more ads. That's what I do.
That's too long, man.
No. See, it's all right. What's longer, right? Watching an ad you don't want to watch, or just doing that. For me, I don't want them to win, so I don't want them to see. I don't want to see this fucking ad for something that I might be interested in.
Yeah, but you just download the fucking program, man.
No, because you can't do it on console. I watch it on console. You can't download the program.
You're the idiot. You're the idiot here.
I'm not an idiot. I'm relaxed and coshed in bed while you're sitting on this fucking uncomfortable chair.
What do you mean? It's a nice chair.
I know what chair it is. It's my chair. So I got this chair now.
I made it like my body's in like you know
molded it.
I'm molded to my body.
So I know I couldn't get on with that chair. Give me a bad back.
I don't mind it. So it's all right.
I think we've told the story before about that chair, but it makes me laugh that you carried that all the way to where you used to live, and now it's come back.
That's what's mad.
It actually makes me happy.
It back.
It makes me so.
It's like a full circle.
In fact, you actually paid for that to come back here because you paid a moving van.
Yeah, what the fuck? I could just like left it here and just like, oh, by the way, I'm moving in like a couple of months or something.
you paid. You
Do
paid
you
for that
mind?
shared holiday.
Yeah, bro. That was back to his house. But yeah, going back to the whole Elon Musk thing.
Yeah.
The more like I hear him or like something about him being like all scientific or like
Yeah.
AI tech shit, the more I think about like Black Mirror, honestly.
Yeah. Like he's low key starting to piss me off, but because he's just so in the public eye now that I don't care. It's almost a bit like Kanye or like fucking Cat. Jesus Christ. Or like William and what's her name?
K.
Megan.
William E. K.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Harry and
Oh,
Meghan.
yeah.
Like I
It's like,
don't
boy.
care.
Oh, Jesus. Look at him. New addition to the family right there.
Such a tiny head. Don't play with your mother. Your
You're
foot is caught in the fucking thing. He's biting me. Yeah, it's like there's so much in the news that I don't care, and I don't want to know, or the Kardashians or something like that. I fucking don't care.
But I think this one's worse though because his literally has his hand on everything, right? Literally everywhere you go, from the majority of them are like Twitter or like some controversial shit that he's done or like he's said. Like he's always in your face.
That's what I mean. Like, and I don't want it to be in my face, but I haven't got a choice. Like, I mean, obviously, just go off social media, forehead, whatever, fine. But like, when you're on it, he fucking owns Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna see him. I see his tweets.
Yeah.
Because somebody has looked at it.
Even that alone, him owning Twitter, is mad. Like, is he just?
He's just in a bag. Bro. You're determined to piss me off today, aren't you? Where's his toy? I'm gonna go and fucking fetch him.
Alright, yeah. But yeah, like it's just this whole Twitter thing. It's like it gets me like weird.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a bit like he talks about like free speech a lot,
but then he shuts people down.
But then he shuts people down and then bans them.
Yeah, that's just like a lot.
It's quite entertaining, honestly. If you're a neutral, you don't give a shit. It's quite funny to watch. But I've never really liked him. I don't get like these people that really love him. Like they follow him to the death,
like religiously.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like his whole space thing. I love that.
Yeah,
I like
SpaceX
that.
And stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty much an extent that I'm going to like it. That's literally it.
But anyone who believes what he's saying is like it's just like for instance when he's like, oh, we're gonna go to Mars in like 2 years. No, we're not. It's not gonna happen because you're focusing on Twitter now.
Yeah,
you're a billionaire who's the world is his playground, and like you're just having fun. You know, buy fair, do whatever you want with your money. I don't care.
You got money, bro. Like buy shit. Where is it? He even like said something about like a team or something, a basketball team or like a football team.
What was it about?
He said he was like, oh, maybe I'll get like a team or something.
Oh yeah, he said he was gonna buy like Man United or something. And then like he apparently said it was a joke. So
I mean, Twitter was a joke.
But like the thing is that he got forced to buy Twitter, to be fair. If you look at like his tweets, like he thinks he's funnier than he is. Like he I don't know, man. Like I don't have at the moment I'm kind of like neutral on him.
Yeah.
Like more leaning towards annoyed about him. But like
it's just because the amount of shit you hear from him, right?
Yeah, that's and like he said some weird shit, but do you know what? It's to the point where I don't care. Like with Kanye or Ye or whatever his name is now. Ye. Like, he's just a twat. Like, and he's been a twat for like 6 years.
I feel bad for him, man. I honestly feel bad.
I don't feel bad for him when he says he loves like Nazis.
Yeah, shit like that. Like it bothers me because it makes me think, right? That if he was just taking his fucking meds,
dude, I think this is beyond meds.
No, because like I'm pretty sure everything like he just got like when his mom died. That's literally it. He stopped taking it.
Okay, but being like a schizophrenic or whatever he is doesn't just automatically make you like Hitler.
No, he says shit like
it's not even saying shit. He's like you can see it. He genuinely believes it. Like wearing the full face mask and stuff. That's the weird stuff. But then saying stuff like that, where he's like, "Oh, I don't just like the uniforms. I respect him," like and shit. And it's not even like Oh, because you know, if you're crazy, right, you're just gonna come up with stuff like that off on the
Yeah.
spot. This man has read the text, like Mein Kampf and shit like that. He's read it. Like he knows this stuff. Like he quotes it. You know what I mean? Like it's gone beyond like, oh, he just needs mental help. Because I feel like that's a kind of like
I
a
should
get
see
out of
him as
jail
hell.
free card, like for people
Mm,
sometimes. Like I'm not saying they're like that, but some
yeah.
people use it as an excuse to be an asshole.
Mm,
And I feel like this is just what, like, maybe Kim was like the only person grounding him at the time.
mm.
But like,
They
there
got
you go. Like, we're even fucking talking about him now, like, or Kim Kardashian or whatever.
fuck it. Fuck the whole shit. Alright. Move to the next. I don't care anymore. I'll stop caring about this shit. But anyway, it's like, how's how's your work, Jack? How's your work been
My
this
work
past
is
couple of months?
it's good. My head chef's leaving, so it makes everything a lot harder
Yeah.
where we are. But it's good. I enjoy what I do. Like I enjoy cooking and shit.
Mm,
Like, and obviously it's nice to be proud of what you do. Like if
yeah.
someone asks you like, "Oh, what do you do?" and you say, "Oh, I'm a chef," it's actually like it's rewarding and gratifying.
Yeah.
It is actually quite nice. I think before the job that I was doing before, I wasn't proud of. I was just doing it for like
The
paycheck.
money. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think you get that in life
yeah,
because I'm very similar with you where I'm just like you've stayed with the same company, like it's your
yeah, yeah,
first like company, right? Me, I've just bounced around doing whatever,
yeah.
like
Like I've done different jobs in that company.
yeah.
Because obviously I was bored.
Mm,
But yeah, no, I think like it's good. Like I'm happy. I think you're happy. And I
mm,
think like partly like what when you were doing it, because I think it was like a month or something before me,
yeah,
like maybe 2 months
yeah. A month and
before
a half
me.
or something. Yeah,
Um, you did it. You got a job which you didn't even go for,
yeah.
and
That's what's crazy
and then
about
when I heard you do it, I was like, I actually like would love to do that.
it. Yeah.
And then like, you know, it kind of just happened to pop up that job,
Mm,
and I was like, okay, cool, fuck it, I'll go for it. But yeah, it was like anyone can cook, right? It's like that famous that Ratatouille quote. Like
yeah,
anyone can cook, and I agree with that. Like anyone can cook. It's not that hard. Like
yeah. I
it's if
mean,
you want to learn or not.
yeah. It's about like wanting to learn and like wanting to put that effort because I think me and you were in the same boat. From the first month we started out, we were like a bit
It's just stressful.
shaky. Yeah, it's just stressful because there's too many things to like learn.
It's that and like it's thinking about like fucking up. Like I hate wasting food, and I think you're exactly the same.
I
Like I hate wasting a food like with a passion.
Yeah, I mean, like the first month of me going like working, you saw me just bringing home food, food,
Yeah,
food,
yeah,
food,
yeah.
food. Like fridge was stacked with just food.
And unfortunately, like when you work in this profession, you have to come to terms that you're gonna have to throw some stuff away.
Oh yeah,
Like you
like
can't save everything, right?
mm,
But at the same time, like doing that kind of role in that job,
mm,
you get to like make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes
yeah, and you're
always.
gonna throw things away.
Yeah,
Like
but you
so,
can't be afraid to make mistakes. Like now, like I was so like maybe 3 4 months in, I was so have to go by the book. Like I've got to do
mm,
it by the recipe. And
yeah,
it's like now I'm like, do you know what? It doesn't really matter. Like
yeah,
it's not a big deal. Like just throw it in, bung it in. Oh, we haven't got this ingredient. Okay, let's substitute it with this. Let's do this instead. Like
mm,
it's not a big deal. Now I kind of lost a bit of like care, but not in a bad way.
yeah. You finding like a sort of like a different route,
Yeah,
like so
like
it's because you I mean you don't have that ingredient, so like but it still has to be in the menu.
yeah, it's like a
So you just
problem solving
yeah,
aspect
that's
of it,
that's literally it. Like
and I enjoy that part of like being a chef. But like the only part I don't enjoy too much is like the feeling of being snowed under sometimes, like with the pressure. Like you've got this
mm,
many orders you need to do this amount of time, and you don't have the time. Like that.
yeah.
That's the part I don't enjoy. But luckily, that doesn't happen like all the time.
Mm.
So
Oh, lucky
I know
man.
your ones are a bit more busy
I think mine and yours is a bit like different,
because
but
like luckily
it's
you've
still
got like
similar.
a team to back you up.
Oh yeah, that's another
Like
thing because like
I've got two people. Like
that's what's crazy about like your work. I think it's like a lot of it falls under three people,
yeah,
and I think that's really stupid in my opinion
it's dumb. I mean,
because
I would love to have a porter. That's another thing.
Yeah, that and like I don't know, just having like 5 people there,
Yeah.
like you know, like one head chef, then 2 sous chefs,
Yeah. I
and
mean,
you can
it's
alternate.
easy.
Because like I remember when you were telling me that there was actually 3 of you, and then if one's off sick,
Yeah, I mean,
only
I,
one
I
of you.
actually was. So when I got back from Mauritius, I got COVID.
Mm, yeah,
So I was actually off work only for 2 days because I already had the other days.
yeah.
But I was off work. So when that happened, like the other chef had to work 6 days in a row because the other one is on holiday.
There you go.
And it's just
That's
it's so you get into situations like that where it's stupid.
mm,
But like I don't know, man. Like there's not you can't have the perfect job. It's not gonna happen.
no, it's just not. It's just it's more like if you enjoy enough to stay in that job.
Yeah.
I think if you love it enough, because like me, like you said, I'm lucky enough to have like a team to back me up. So if like one can't make it, there's always like a
But
couple that could like
you did have that problem yesterday where
oh,
one didn't turn up
so bad.
and it was like fuck.
Okay, so I guess let me give you a little backstory of what happened, right? So
Yeah.
basically, there's a flu going around at
Pretty
my
bad.
work right now. It's pretty bad.
It's flu and
Like,
COVID, to be fair.
yeah, yeah. Luckily, I haven't got it. So basically, yesterday was the stupidest fucking day because, like, one, um, the junior sous chef that was supposed to be with me didn't turn up because he was sick.
Yeah.
So my head chef, who's come back from the holiday on the same day,
Jesus Christ.
had to come in earlier and be like, okay, cool, fine. Not on top of that, the guy that's supposed to close with us, another sous chef,
Yeah.
called in sick as well.
Jesus
So
Christ.
so my head chef literally did like almost like a 13-hour shift yesterday
Yeah.
after coming back from a holiday.
I'm not gonna lie, like I hate the fact that like in chefing that sometimes it's like seen as a standard. Like the amount
Oh
of times
yeah,
I've done 12 or 13-hour shifts
dude,
as a chef
literally
is like ridiculous.
this week, like I think what Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I did a
Yeah.
14-hour shift
Yeah.
with a 40-minute break.
It's actually
Crazy.
ridiculous.
Like what the fuck, man?
But
Like
like it's weird because you wouldn't be able to do that with any other job.
yeah,
Like if I was in an office, fuck it, I ain't doing 14 hours in an office as an office
you can
worker.
just walk out.
Yeah. But like with a chef, you don't. It doesn't feel like 14 hours.
I think it's just like a hospitality thing, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
maybe. Because like today, for instance, like it's been quiet at my work. Like
Mm.
people just don't even know it exists, right?
Yeah,
But where I am, I start at 8 o'clock in the morning,
yeah.
and then I look up at the clock and it's 10. I was like, okay, cool. And then I look up and now it's 1:30. And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Mm.
Like genuinely, sometimes I'm standing there and I don't understand how the time has gone that quick because all I was doing was peeling fucking potatoes, like sweet potatoes, and I was
That
like, it's gone.
that's weirdly enough what I like about like being a chef.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like, because otherwise it's just mundane. I'm just
Mm.
singing to myself, peeling sweet potatoes. It's amazing.
Yeah, but it also makes you think like wow, like all that time just me doing this one thing,
Yeah,
like you know,
but then what else
like
would you be doing? 'Cause you have to be working.
true,
You
but at the
got to be
same time,
making the
it's
money.
it is a bit depressing sometimes, like just thinking
Mm.
about it, like you know, like
That's when you start thinking too many layers deep, though,
yeah,
and you're like, shit, what could I be doing with this time instead? And then you're
yeah,
like, oh fuck. But like, I think that's too far down the rabbit hole. At the end of the day, we need to work, and
mm.
or we don't. Well, I don't know if we need to, but we have to work.
We have
And
to work.
it's
You
just
can't.
like I'd rather be doing something that kills time that quickly. Like
Don't have to do nothing.
like because like front of house. If
Mm.
if if it's not busy, the front of house is doing jack shit usually, or they're
My
cleaning,
place,
right?
my
Fine.
place, they get sent away for like 2 hours unpaid
Yeah,
break.
but let's just say like, oh, they're
Right.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Their day is now so much longer.
Oh fuck yeah.
Whereas the back of house is always doing something.
Yeah.
So like you're always busy, and then
Mm.
by the time you look up and I'm like, oh shit. I mean, I'm blessed to have a great shift of like 8 till 4.
Oh
Like
man,
finishing at 4 o'clock every day is amazing.
that's a God-given fucking gift
That's
right
the
there.
only, that's probably one of the biggest benefits of my place.
Yeah. That's
Those
lucky, man.
hours, man.
Because my hours right now is mental. Like this
Yeah,
this this week alone, I've done like 58, 59 hours a week. 59,
yeah, that's
50.
nuts.
That's literally.
But then when weddings roll round again, I'm gonna have to do them, and that's when I'm gonna start working 13-hour shifts. But
Yeah.
We don't think about that. We don't think about that
We
until
think
it happens.
now. We think about
Yeah.
that now.
We think about
just lived
now. We
it.
think about
That's it.
Christmas coming
Oh
up.
fuck yeah!
We didn't have any Christmas hats. Just imagine they're on our head. And then,
We did say we were gonna like do
yeah,
it.
we
I mean,
did, and then we didn't have the fucking time to go to the shop. Literally, I think yesterday, I finished at 3, and I got home
Yeah.
at 5 because of the buses.
Hmm.
Right now, we can loop round to the buses. The buses are a fucking joke right now
Oh fuck!
because of the
Especially
strike.
like yeah.
And like the one bus I use to get to work is not running. I was like, hey, cool. I got to take an alternate route. 3 fucking buses just drive right past me because they're full up, and I get it. I don't blame the workers, right?
Yeah.
But I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
The other day, I had to pay £20 like to get home for an Uber because I was so angry. I regret it, but I'm so
Yeah.
angry because I was like, I'm wasting my time waiting for this
Yeah.
bus. It's not happening.
That you just wasted money as well.
Yeah.
20 quid.
I'd rather spend that 20 quid and regret it than be standing at that bus stop in cold, minus fucking 5 degrees. And I'm just standing there dying.
You should have started walking, dude. Walking to the next stop, and then when it didn't come, next stop again until you get home. That's it.
I just slip on the ice and break my skull. No, I'm not gonna buy an Uber again. But like that was the one time where I was like, I'm fed up. This is my because tomorrow is my 6th day in a row, and I knew I was doing 7 days, and I was like, I want to rest. Let me get home and rest my bones.
So I can carry on again next day.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
dude, yeah, no, I feel you, man. Like that's why for me, like I'm like lucky enough, like I can just like walk there for like
yeah, you don't.
or something.
Yeah, it's not too far for you.
Like it's not too far. It's just it is a bit annoying, like the buses when you just see like it's just full up and you're tired, you're cold.
Yeah.
You just want to get home, or you
And
just
then
want to get to work.
dude, there's like school kids as well.
I fucking despise these
I was
kids.
never that school kid. I literally sat at the back of the bus.
You say that, but then like your peers in your class,
yeah,
your classmates.
For me, I was a fucking good boy. All right.
I sat there with a headphone.
Yeah, that's what I did. I mind my own business.
And then like, oh, they just like fucking a-holes of kids, man. Like, and that's to get angry at you.
Because I get annoyed at is that like in America and other countries, I think like you have like a school bus.
Yeah.
We don't get fucking school buses. Like we get a few. I think there's some schools that have it.
I think it's like private school though.
No, there was like an all-girls school near me that did it, but I think that was mainly because they were scared of like attacks or something like that. Like from
fair enough, yeah.
People. Fair enough, but like, I mean, if you're a boy, you're more likely to get attacked by another boys' school. Like the amount of like fights that were happening from other schools coming to our school to beat us up was nuts. So I would love a school bus for us as well. Like that would have been great. But yeah, like it would also just take away the congestion from the normal buses. So I don't have to ride with them.
True.
Get them the prison bus, man. Fuck's sake.
Dude, this is the one thing I liked about working in Amazon.
We got a bus.
You had your own bus to get to work and your own bus to get home.
Wow, like Bezos could spare that little bit of spare change to give you a bus.
Yeah, dude. And it wasn't even free.
Wait, you had to pay for it?
We had to pay like £1.50 there and then back. We had to keep the ticket.
Man, it's $1 billion company or trillion, I think.
Yeah, you say that, and it's just like, oh, by the way,
man couldn't give you a bus.
Give a fucking ticket. Give my ticket money. That's it.
Oh my god! Like, wait, £1.50? Like, isn't a normal bus like £1.65? You're saving like 50.
No, that's there and back.
Okay.
So it's just like a one ticket you buy, and you make sure you show it to him.
So it's half price.
Yeah. So that's it.
Fucking sad in the world we live in.
Yeah, like they can't even afford a fucking bus.
Literally one of the most profitable companies in the world. Couldn't just give you a bus.
But yeah, no, exactly. And then you got to work in that fucking. I can't believe it. I can't believe I worked in that warehouse.
Do you know? I can't believe you worked there. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I can't believe you worked there twice.
I mean, the first time was good because it was like, because I was young, stupid. I was just like, money, whatever.
You sacrificed like a lot of your life, I think.
I'm waiting up just 6 months.
No, but I mean, I mean, 6 months at that age is a long time. To be fair.
True. But
like, I don't count the first 10 years of your life because you don't remember it really, and like that
fair
onwards, enough. Like that was like a lot of your life, you know.
Yeah.
be fair, I
But
can't
still.
remember like last week. So. I'm telling you, man. I have a suspicion that it was because of alcohol when I was younger.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I first met you, right, which is
Yeah.
almost 10 years ago. Fuck me, that's depressing. Jesus
The
Christ,
decade.
a decade, man. But like, yeah, you were like, I hear about like stories about you just going out like every like week,
Yeah, man.
and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I've done that part of my life now.
Like I both envy it, but at the same time, I'm glad I didn't do it.
Do you know what? Like, I don't regret a single like the amount of stories and things I did was amazing.
Yeah,
I don't regret a single
great.
night.
But like, give me like a pinpoint of what you did like last week, Jack. What happened last week?
I
I walked to work.
I got back from Mauritius. So fuck you, Rod. Alright. And then I got COVID. So
There you go.
I lost my sense of smell and taste.
To this day, I'm not. I mean, who has it in the house? One of our roommates has it, Isha,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's got it.
To this day, I don't know
We'll
why.
go give him a kiss, innit? You might get it.
I'm taken. Right?
Just like shake hands and then lick your hand.
I'm pretty sure I've been in the toilet like just after him. Like I've touched the same thing. Like you know.
I mean, okay, look. I don't want to put anyone on blast here, but it's kind of his own fault.
Why?
Because I said I had COVID. And then he came down and sat down in
I
my room and then spoke to me.
saw that.
And I was like,
saw that.
I was like, okay.
And I was like, all right, cool.
At your own risk.
Yeah. Like to be fair, like when I saw that, I was like,
I gave him the warning.
yeah.
But
Like that's it. I mean,
maybe he
like,
wanted COVID.
He knows, man. But I was near you as well, but I still haven't had it. But again,
Yeah, but you kind of like was standing at the doorway.
not even downstairs when we were in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I was like,
I told you, man, you're not Filipino.
I was kissing distance.
All right.
We were at kissing distance.
You're not. Were we?
Yeah, it's pretty close, man.
Maybe when I
I'll
was
show you
asleep.
my phone. I just sat there like, yeah.
I told
Jack.
you, you're like fucking like genetically different.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this.
But you're
gonna-
built different, all right? And I don't think you can take credit for it because it's not your fault. It's not your. It's not your.
I'm just
You're just
Mongoloid.
existing. No, because you're like, oh, I didn't get ill. Like, don't even feel superior about it because it's your genetics. It's got nothing to do with you, right? You did nothing. You changed nothing.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Bad.
That's like being like, I don't know. That's like being proud of like, I've got a big toe. Like, it makes no sense.
This is bigger than a big toe. Like for my people of the Asian culture.
I'm sure you got COVID. I'm sure you got COVID. You just didn't know. You didn't have a test.
No, even when I was sick, remember that day, like a few months ago, when I was really sick.
Yeah.
I took a test every day. It was negative.
Okay, but there's two things, right? One, the test could be wrong.
Here we go. Here we fucking go.
And two, you could also be asymptomatic and have COVID, which means you didn't have symptoms. So you could have had COVID, you just didn't know, and you spread it to everyone.
It's not my fault, dude. I'm just built different, as I said, and I'm still functioning and work. You know.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you had COVID and you were like patient zero, innit?
Oh my god! This whole time
it was you.
I'm the Wuhan.
You are the Wuhanian. You brought it over.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, that's about it for our return, our comeback episode. Our Kim Kardashian episode.
The Kim Kardashian, yay, and fucking Elon Musk episode in one.
Good, that's the title sorted. Clickbait.
Yeah, there you go. Elon Musk, Kim Kardashian.
Elon Musk,
West?
Neuralink.
With Kanye West.
Anyway,
oh God,
it's good to be back.
Yeah.
And hopefully we've got a few more weeks left in us. But have a good Christmas.
Go.
Merry Christmas.
A New Year?
I don't know. Maybe we might see you New Year. We're not sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
See how the scheduling works out. But yeah, have a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And I hope you get all the gifts.
Yes.
And we
enjoy the festive food.
And peace out.
Yeah.